What's happening,
Yo.
everybody? I am DJ Hazmat.
Yeah, and I'm Matty Willz.
And welcome to Matt and Matt Live, the halftime report brought to you by Jack Daniels.
You already know Jack Daniels has always made whiskey, and if they have it their way, they always will. But there's one thing Jack can't make more of: moments.
And those are on us to create. So let's make sure we're making the most of every moment we have. Make it count, Jack Daniels, and please drink responsibly.
Yeah, Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniel Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 are registered. And here's a word from our sponsor.
I've always wanted to do that.
I've always wanted to do that.
Well, I've wanted everything. I always wanted to do this.
I always wanted to do that! Next round on me.
Yo.
Yes. The Browns were ahead 17-13, halftime down in sunny Jacksonville. Our first good weather game in a minute.
Quite some time for sure. Thank you for tuning in to Matt and Matt Live. Of course, leave your comments. We'll read as many of those as we can. No guests today, just me and Haz rocking out, talking Browns football. So The Browns let's just get into it, man. The Browns at this point in the season, we've been through 10 games. We have 7 wins. We're going up against a team that's 1-9. We're going into their house down there in the warm weather, like you just alluded to. And we're in a ball game, bro. I mean, 17-13, yes, the Browns are winning, but it doesn't feel like, I was expecting this to feel before the game. What do you think?
How was
about
that?
What's going on so
How
far?
did you expect them to feel? How did you expect to feel?
I
Did you expect
expected
them
to
be
feel like
blowing them out?
I expected to whoop their ass. Yes, sir. I expected to whoop Jackson. They have one win, fam. One out of 10 games.
Pittsburgh didn't whoop their ass. They barely won against Jacksonville.
Yeah, kudos to them. We're the Browns.
Jacksonville has played a lot of teams tough. See, here's what I never do. I never take any NFL team for granted, man. Prior to this game, if you had been listening to my show on 93.1 WZAK from 10 a.m. to 3, I would say that, today's game is going to be about the coaching and how he gets this team prepared, because this is our trap game. This is a game where you can't Nate Robinson this. You can't go in thinking that you're going to just beat somebody and then get handled, get caught off guard, get caught with an unsuspecting blow that knocks you down, and eventually you can't get up. So this is an NFL team, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless of record, you have to go out and play. You got to go out and win the game, regardless of who you're playing, okay? So what is Josh saying? Let's go. We're doing some things. So let's go ahead and get into the report card right now. Let's get into it. Game report cards. What you got?
Well, right now I would get the Browns about a B right now for where we at in terms of having a 4-point lead at halftime against a team that has one win. They have one win. Now, I'm going to just say this. I'm going to preface everything by saying, listen, one of the PTSD things that us Browns fans suffer through every season is disappointment, right? Disappointing in showing up, extremely disappointing in moments where you might be able to make something happen. So here the Browns are having a great season. If we lose this game, that will be catastrophic. I know we'll still be in good position in terms of having a good record. If we lose this game to these bums, that will be catastrophic, man. Now, we came into the game minus a couple of big players. Of course, Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett not playing. But it's Jacksonville. They got one win, bro. They got one win. So I give the Browns' performance so far overall just a B. I'd like to see where everything goes. What say you?
I'll give the offense a B. I'll give the defense a C but like you said, we're missing more than just Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward. We're missing Gustin. We're missing Taki. We're also Harrison went out with an injury. So we're missing about 5 to 6 starters on defense.
Fair,
today.
But we got our quarterback and we got our running backs, man. This game shouldn't be close. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying is this game should not be close.
the offense put up 17 points. I don't know what else you want them to do. They're doing their job. They're moving the ball down the field efficiently. Baker had a couple of missed throws there, but overall he's doing okay. He's 10 of 15 for 146 yards, 2 TD passes. His first TD passes since we played Cincinnati. So, so here let's get a comment. We got Tamika Rashid. She says, "So what we need to do not to work so hard with these teams?" Talking about she's with you.
Yeah.
But it's not about. There's nothing you can do to not. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to not have to work hard against an NFL team. You always have to work hard against another NFL team. I don't care what their record is. You have to show up focused and ready to play. You can never take a team for granted based on record. We've always been a team that's been the team with the bad record, but I never wanted to say the Browns are just going to automatically lose just because of our record. You hope that they go out there and play a good game that day and get a win. And that's the same thing the Jacksonville Jaguars fans are probably hoping for, even though they're probably playing for the number 1 pick in the draft. And they're trying, they're losing, but they're not going to just lay down. No NFL team is going to lay down. And that rookie undrafted running back that they have is having a phenomenal season.
James Robinson today is 12 carries, 63 yards. His long is 15. And I think they said coming in 3rd leading rusher in the NFL as an undrafted rookie is pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive, yes. And I agree with everything you say. And listen, I don't want to come on here and just, sound like I'm bashing the Browns, even though we're winning this game. I just don't want this to be a fourth quarter game that's being decided in the last 3 minutes. We're better than that. We're a better football team than that. We've proven that with our one of the commenters talked about just running the ball, man. We have the ability to grind out the clock. The first half went the Browns' way. We could have a bigger lead potentially if Baker didn't miss on some of these throws, but the lead is what it is. Third quarter will be big. We'll see what happens, man.
We would have 4 more points if Baker hadn't missed that throw. You know what I'm saying? Because we ended up kicking a field goal and we still kicked the ball off and everything still would have went the way, in my opinion, the way it's going. So I'm just saying, because I'm on social media all the time. There's a lot of people, and I really fully expected you to come in full on tilt to hate on Baker. You know what I'm saying? For missing that throw in the end zone, because
I'm not satisfied with it. I mean, that's the difference between.
But there are a lot of people.
A great quarterback.
There's a lot of people out there who can't stand Baker Mayfield and they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. They're waiting for him to fail and they call themselves Browns fans. And to that, I say, what's your solution? Because Baker Mayfield's the quarterback. That's not going to change. So all of the complaining along the way, even though we're winning, how does that help any situation? Like, I don't know why. I don't know if fans think they can complain a quarterback away.
No,
but it's like after we've had 30 quarterbacks prior to Baker Mayfield and we're winning now, and you still want to change the quarterback position right now, while we're in the thick of a playoff race.
Nobody wants to do that. You can't change you can't change the quarterback at this moment. But I think that you got to give us fans who, again, have PTSD from how bad this team has played over the last 2 decades. You can't be mad when we're a little, always expecting the worst, because the worst is usually what's happened. So even if while it's happening, we should be allowed to call it out. Or if we see something that's, looking kind of shady, we should be allowed to call that out as well. I'm not disappointed with where the Browns are today, though. Obviously with the season and of course with this game. I just wish we had a little bit bigger lead, but that's nitpicking. I mean, when you're 7-4, you get to nitpick sometimes, man. I just want a bigger lead. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
We're 7-3, by the way.
7-3. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
On, man. Don't give us a loss that we don't even have. Jesus,
you really
pessimistic.
I didn't mean to put that out there.
You really going there right now. Okay, let's go. Good, bad, ugly. Let's do that.
Good, bad, and ugly, because we're running out of time, man. I'm going to just go through it real quick. I'm going to say good is obviously, for me, Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry, we've been waiting on this Jarvis Landry, especially since his brother and best friend went down. 5 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown. He's been targeted 8 times. I think that he's been pretty good. Baker's been good as well, but I'm putting him on bad just for those missed throws, just because you also, you gave a little foreshadowing. I got to hate on Baker a little bit, but he missed some easy throws, not just the ones in the touchdown. I mean, not just the ones in the end zone, but he's missed Landry a couple of times too, man, outside of the end zone. So I need him to tighten that up and calm down. And I don't really have anything for ugly, to be honest, man. I think that as long as we keep doing what we're doing, we should be all right.
To me, yes, the good is I'm not going to give Baker bad. I mean, 10 of 15, 146 for 2 touchdowns. That's not a bad stat line in the first half of a game.
Against
so
against the one-win
team. Why is it always got to be against? Why is it always got to be against about who's he's playing?
That's
his stat line is 10 of 15 for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Okay, so to me, I can't give him bad just because he missed a couple of throws. Those missed throws don't have us losing the game. They weren't interceptions. It didn't cause the other team to gain momentum. So he missed a couple throws. Tom Brady was missing throws all over the field last week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, Chandra, I like what Chandra says. We winning. That's all that matters. Let's go. Right. And that our running game gets going in the second half more so in the first. So I'm going to say good on the offense. I'm going to say bad on the defense for allowing Glennon to show any signs that he's any kind of a decent quarterback, because he's not. It's the reason why he hasn't started for any teams in 3 years. It's the reason why he's the third option on a team that has only 1 win. So we can't let Gardner what's his name? I was about to call him the other quarterback. We can't let Glennon come out here and have a good day. We got to start to put pressure on Glennon. I don't know what's happened to the pass rush. Last week, Olivier Vernon was all in the backfield. This week, we haven't seen him make any plays thus far in the first half. So I'm just saying, so ugly to me are the injuries on defense. That's the ugliness. We're missing 5 key players on defense that make plays all the time, every week. So to me, that's the ugly. So these, next man up, they're going to have to step up and make plays in the second half. That's what it is for me.
I'm with you, bro. Game is starting back up, man. So make sure you guys come back and hang out with us as soon as the game is over for Matt Live post game, as we'll recap. Hopefully another Browns win. Hopefully.
You already gave us a loss.
No, I didn't.
You said we were 7-4. I'm like, what? Where did that happen?
Had a little of that Jack Daniels today, so I had to drink some water.
All right, well, thanks to everybody that has checked in. Pippa, Chandra, Corey, the whole crew. Make sure you get your friends and come back for post game. This is Matt Live. I'm DJ Hazmat.
And I'm Matty Willz.